Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Serrano, back with another video. If you're new to the crew, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you get notified for all future videos, just like this. But today we're going to be talking about the Poco X3 NFC. Now, what do we need to know about this device? Well, it's literally one of the best devices I've ever used in the price point of under 250. So I believe it was released around the price of 200 to 250. You can get it really affordable right now, but this device has pretty much took over where Honor and Huawei left off. Now, Xiaomi has always been prominent in the budget world, in the smartphone world, and they've always released budget phones which people could afford, which have a lot of features. It also does have the Play Store. It has all the newest features that all the new phones have, like quad camera setups, high refresh rates, fast charging, beautiful screen display, even good gaming performance as well. So Honor was really good at that. Huawei mastered the budget segment, but since they're no longer prominent as far as Google, a lot of people need Google to survive in the smartphone game. So that's where this device comes along, and it has everything that I desired to use at a price of $200. So let's say, for people who don't want to spend more than $300 on a smartphone, which really does make sense, because if the phone is going to give you premium features at under $300, why would you pay more? So they figured it out. They have the right recipe, they have the right ingredients and formula for a really good smartphone. So we're going to talk about the battery on this guy, the performance, the screen display, the immense variety, vast variety of features that this thing packs. They got a 33-watt fast charger in this guy, all out of the box. We do get your dual SIM card remover. You got your dual SIMs warranty card in here, SIM remover tool. You got your 33-watt fast charging brick in here with the adapter, as well as the Type-C cord, as well as a really beautiful display on there. You're gonna get some really good performance out of this thing, no cap. So we're gonna start off just talking about some of the reasons why you should be picking this device up. Maybe you're coming from an older smartphone, and maybe you've never even heard of Xiaomi or Poco or anything like that. Maybe this is your first time checking out the channel too. So make sure you subscribe and get notified for more videos just like this, because I talk about smartphones that you can afford. So what is so good about this device? Well, the main thing about it is that I replaced my remote controller in my living room. I couldn't figure out what was going on with my living room controller, but this thing has a IR blaster, which allows me to use it for my VCR, my TV, my AC, washing machine, dryer, anything with that allows you to connect it through the IR blaster. So for instance, like a speaker, any type of electronic. So basically I wasn't able to get my living room remote controller to work. So I said, okay, within less than 2 minutes, this thing was changing channels. It was doing anything I needed it to do. So I had a new remote controller, and I didn't have to stress over that. So I really like the fact that Xiaomi is one of the only companies I know right now that's still putting in the IR blaster on their devices. They also have a notification light on this device, which a lot of companies have been removing as well. So this company has been managing to put features in phones that other devices have been taken away. We also have a headphone jack on here. The Xiaomi has a beautiful, how can I say this, like software. It's got its own software, which is the MIUI global. I'm on 12.0.8, 12.0.8.0. So I'm running Android 10 right now, And we're gonna get an Android update to the 11, which is something that we normally see on Xiaomi devices. They do tailor and they do protect their devices with the security updates all the time. So this device is no exception. It's one of the devices where I just love using it for a lot of reasons. For the PPI, we have 395. We have a full HD display, 2400 by 1800. We have a 6.7 inch display with a dot drop on the top of here. You can see that wallpaper is extremely adorable. I like dogs. I'm a pet lover. Let me know if you like pets down below. Let me know what type of animal you have as a pet. We also do have a 120 hertz refresh rate on this thing. So when I'm scrolling on it, the user experience is polished. It's very polished and it's very well thought out, and it's well, they just did everything really well on this thing. So, you know what I'm saying? Not only is the user experience really good with this guy, the build quality is really sweet as well. So we have an in-display, a side-mounted fingerprint sensor on the side of this thing, which is literally to the touch. It's responsive within a matter of milliseconds. And if I use my opposite finger, you can see if I want to get to the Face ID, it does unlock. It first recognizes me, and then it says, do you want to unlock the phone, in which you would just have to do a swipe. So really good measures when it comes to the security on this device. We also do have really good protection on this thing. We do have you know what I'm saying, we do have a Gorilla Glass 5 on the front of this. This thing also does have IP53 for splash resistancy. So it can get wet and things of that nature. Now we do have a gray color for this guy and a blue color. So this is the gray one. It most of the time it looks, I can't even tell if this is gray or blue. It looks like a mixture between gray and blue. It's like an anthracite gray color. And then the logo on this has like a Poco logo that has like a shimmer to it. So you could kind of see it pop out depending on what angle you put it in. And then we have this really beautiful camera with a 64 megapixel, 13 megapixel for the wide angle. It also does have 2 extra cameras on there, the 2 megapixel for macro and the 2 megapixel for portrait, and then the 20 megapixel for taking selfies and videos. So the front-facing camera wasn't my favorite, but what was the 64 megapixel on the rear, which does give you the ability to record in 1080 60, 1080 30, slow motion. You also do get the ability to record in like a movie frame mode as well as pro mode on video. So the cameras on here are very advanced. You'll get really good detail on it. And so I'm a huge fan of those rear cameras, like I said before. I definitely think that's pretty cool, along with a whole variety of features that we have to dig into, because this thing has so many features inside of it. It's kind of ridiculous. But the phone does allow you to change the refresh rate from 90 to from 60 to 120, which is really cool. And you can also, like I said, get updates on here, really nice updates. We do have screencast on here as well as scanner. So inside of here, they give you a scanner for the QR scanner right out of the default, which is pretty cool. Screen orientation, screencast, nearby share, which is crazy. So that allows you to share really large applications, as well as floating window is on here. So NFC is on board as well, and the list goes on. You get like this liquid cooling technology when you're gaming. The Snapdragon 732G coupled with 6 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of internal storage, or the 128, depending on which model you choose. But this thing has been phenomenal. Probably one of the best phones I've ever used in this price point. But I'll leave the cheapest link down below to where you can get it. But you know what I'm saying, I've been using the dual speakers for music, and those things are they're some of the clearest speakers I've ever listened to for music and multimedia. So whenever I want to listen to a video with this guy or a song, I'm quick to grab this phone because I know the speakers sounds very loud, very clear. I've never had an issue with the speakers on this guy. So I kind of want to just show you an audio sample with this thing. Let me just hit one of these songs that I'm looking at. Both speakers thump. And this device does have Bluetooth 5.0 App X technology, so it connects to SBS and AAC as well. But I just really like the audio quality on this guy. Also, the software is stupid quick. Anything that you need to get to, it's gonna connect to. You don't have to wait 2 seconds, 3 seconds. It's literally like a half a second for everything. So it's a really zippy phone. It has the 2 gigahertz plus the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. It also does have a 5,160 milliamp hour battery, so that when you're using it for 2 days straight, you can also get through both days. You can put the power savings mode on or lower the refresh rate to get more battery out of it. But the pro mode on this thing is great because you can tailor the focus to your preference when you're taking pictures and video. And it just released in 2020, you know what I'm saying, the end of 2020. So it's still a relatively new device, and I could definitely see other people gravitating towards this device because of the smooth refresh rate, the beautiful display, really solid build quality, great cameras on this guy, Type-C, headphone jack, IR blaster, dual speakers, and you know what I'm saying, the processing chip for gaming is really good as well. So if you want to game on here, you're going to be able to play Fortnite, you're going to play Genshin Effect, Impact. I always destroy the name of that game. Of course, PUBG Mobile and Call of Duty Mobile, and you know what I'm saying, Asphalt 9 and Gear Club and things like that. This is probably one of the best devices that I've ever used, no cap. The volume rocker is right above the power button and fingerprint sensors, which is, it's doubled with a fingerprint and a power button. And the buttons, they deliver a nice click to them. So when you're hitting them, it don't feel cheap. I'm definitely gonna be using this device a lot more, but let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. I'm gonna get up with you guys right in there, but I'm gonna get right back with you right after this. But make sure you watch one of the videos on the left or the right hand side of the screen right after this, and I'm gonna see you in the comment section, but I'll get right back with you later, group. Peace.